I ask consent the quorum call be suspended.
Without objection.
Mr. President, history was made on Monday. Judge Merrick Garland finally got a vote before the Senate Judiciary Committee. It was a long time coming. His nomination was approved by a bipartisan vote of 15-7. I'm not surprised. He is superbly qualified to be the next Attorney General of the United States. Experience, judgment, integrity, he checks all the boxes. He served with distinction on the D.C. Circuit Court for 23 years, and in that time developed a reputation for fidelity to the rule of law, strict adherence to judicial independence, and a commitment to treat people with fairness, dignity, and respect. It's no surprise that he's been endorsed by 60 former federal judges and by judges, of course, who've been appointed by presidents of both political parties. In addition to his experience on the bench, he is a longtime veteran of the Department of Justice, where he served before he ascended to the D.C. Circuit. He's uniquely qualified at this moment in history to lead the department, to investigate and prosecute, for example, the January 6th insurrection, the mob that invaded this Capitol building. The reason he's qualified is he led the investigation and prosecution of the Oklahoma City bombing. We remember that very well. That was clearly a case of domestic terrorism. His work on that project won praise from across the political spectrum. He also personally understands the department's role in protecting civil rights. I believe he's the person to restore honor and dignity to this department. He has support from every major law enforcement organization in the country, 150 former Justice Department officials of both parties, the nation's leading civil rights organizations, and many others, left, right, and center. His credentials are second to none. And his character in particular, his selflessness, is a model to us all. When we held the markup in the committee on his nomination, the most significant witness may have been a lady by the name of Mrs. Butler. She testified in the second panel. She's the mother of 2 D.C. public school students who have been tutored and mentored by Judge Garland. After her first child had received his helping hand for several years, the second child asked if he could be included in the next round, and then they both wanted the help of Judge Garland. Doesn't it speak volumes of a man who's reached that station in life, that he would be so humble as to sit down and help children he'd never met before find their way through life? It was a touching moment when she testified. It really was an insight into his character. So you'd think with 15-7 vote, you'd think with all these endorsements, you think with the fact that 4 members of the Republican side of the Senate Judiciary Committee behind him, that this would be a nomination so important to this nation of an Attorney General that would be given expedited treatment on the floor of the Senate. Nope. Unfortunately, there was an objection to expediting his nomination so he could get to work at the Department of Justice. And as a consequence, we face the Senate procedure, which means that it could be days, maybe even into next week, before he can take the job. That's unfortunate. We need him now more than ever. Even Republican leader Mitch McConnell has said he would support him. Chuck Grassley, my friend and the ranking member in the Senate Judiciary Committee, he voted for him. There's just no reason why the Senate should not immediately hold a vote for Merrick Garland's nomination. He is the last remaining member of President Biden's national security team to be chosen. It's time for him to take this job. The Attorney General is needed to fight the threat of domestic terrorism, which the FBI director spoke to yesterday in the Senate Judiciary Committee, to reorganize this department and get it moving in the right direction, and to face the many challenges when it comes to national security and the administration of justice. We should confirm Merrick Garland immediately. I sincerely hope that whoever is holding his nomination on the other side can be persuaded to give him his chance.